Oh yeah, they should be twerking. Twerk on some politicians. Get it nasty up in there, man. Pass some bills. Get some bills passed. That's what you guys did. They should have came in there with like a psychological strategy, twerking on politicians with a bill in mind. I'm surprised no one's like ripping their shirt off and doing some sick protest.
When Mayor Adams came into office,
he promised to create a safer,
more affordable city
for working class New Yorkers
and their families.
In 2024, he delivered on the promise once again.
He got stuff done for the greatest city in the world.
Mayor Adams is one of us.
What about
a
LA?
blue-collar guy from South Jamaica, Queens. That's why he is invested in the working class families who power our city and is helping put billions of dollars back into New Yorkers' pockets.
No white people. No white.
Childcare for
one white guy, but he
to
had his
have
back
a safe,
turned.
affordable place to send their children.
Expanded the
Puerto
earned
Rican
income tax credit to help families pay for bills, rent, and groceries.
My idol.
And he's proposed a bold plan to axe the tax for the working class, to eliminate and cut city income taxes for hundreds of thousands of working New Yorkers.
Thanks to Mayor Adams and hundreds of thousands of public servants who delivered for you every day, New York remains the safest big city in America. The Adams administration.
The concept of just a big city in general is just, how can you hold something together? If everyone isn't doing their part, the whole thing's gonna it's not gonna work. That's why there's problems. Like, it takes every day to keep everything together.
But thousands
that goes with your own life.
Of new police officers on our streets and taking
oh, Kevin, what's goody?
And
Pitbull's your idol? Dude, me too. What does he sing? I can't even remember one song he sings.
Off of them. Thanks to these efforts,
what's going on, Kevin?
New York City got even safer in 2024, with overall crime,
yes, baby. How's your day going?
All going down. And every day, Mayor Adams and his team work to improve New Yorkers' quality of life, whether it's shutting down illegal smoke shops.
Kevin, let's go to New York City. Let's say fuck it. I'm not even kidding. I just had this idea. We should say fuck going to LA, and we should try just packing up and going to New York City for like a month and just to see what happens.
Cracking down on
with the camera and everything, dude. I wouldn't go there alone, to be honest.
They are keeping our families and our communities safe.
Under Mayor Adams' leadership, New York is finally becoming a city of yes.
You can just take a plane out there and get there in like 90 minutes.
The Adams administration passed the most pro-housing zoning proposal in our city's history and said yes to building a new generation of affordable homes across the 5 boroughs. Housing that we need for our young people, our seniors,
it's that Big Apple, baby.
His team has shattered affordable housing records over and over again, unlocked billions of dollars for public housing, and helped.
What if we just like made it big as hell out there?
Our homeless brothers and sisters
like
transition from shelter into stable homes.
Thanks to Mayor Adams' focus on rebuilding the working class, New York City's economy isn't just back, it's better than ever. Last year, New York City broke the record.
We'd clean up the streets. This is why I'm going to start running for mayor for New York City.
For the most jobs and small businesses in our city's history.
Mayor Eric Adams secured raises and benefits for our public servants so that they can afford to raise a family.
Put millions of dollars back into the pockets of delivery workers and has
delivery working is a huge industry out there. Without bike messengers out there, that place will not run.
Advanced generational projects to put new.
Hey, that's what I want to do. I was a bike messenger in LA, a couple different places. I would love to at least work a little bit as a bike messenger in New York City.
New York City at the front of the green economy. Our tourism industry is booming.
And next year, we will welcome the world to New York and New Jersey for the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
Oh, no shit. Look at this fucking guy, Lurch, dude. The Black Lurch. Oh my God, dude. Where the fuck did this monster come from? Dude, his shoulders are like, it's like 4 feet. He's 7'4". What the fuck? He looks hauntingly scary.
Arena with historic initiatives to get every trash bag off our sidewalks.
Eric Adams just has that smile. That's what won him into. Politicians are the best scam artists, man.
And into container bins. for building new public spaces and winning billions of dollars from the federal government to protect New York from climate change. We're not just making our city more livable now, but protecting it for the future
His suit's too big. He might be mentally handicapped, but guys, do his suit up or get his suit fitted right for the man.
New York is the greatest city in the world, and it needs to be a great place to raise a family too. One of the greatest things about the city is our public school system, and the Adams administration has put our students' needs front and center. Our kids are getting a first-rate education thanks to Mayor Adams' New York City Reads and New York City Solves initiatives. And we're giving them apprenticeships and summer jobs today to set them up for good-paying careers tomorrow.
I'm convinced politicians just roam around party to party and hang out all day.
Families safe to putting money back into New Yorkers' pockets.
Mayor Adams never stopped working for you.
He is fighting to ensure you can continue to raise your family right here
in the greatest city in the world.
So join me.
Join me.
Join me.
That guy's suit is insane. I'm pissed about that. Obviously, the guy has got some mental problems, but guys, help the man with his suit.
Be a great partner of mine.
That's a terrible look, Eric Adams.
The 110th mayor of the city of New York, Eric Adams.
Here we go, baby! It's live from Saturday! Live from Thursday afternoon, Eric Adams. Thursday afternoon live. Look at this fucking guy, guys! This is like Idiocracy. Chilling, baby! The city's looking good. The sun's out. The birds are chirping. Yes. And that's how we do it. Oh my God. That's what you gotta do. You gotta set up a fucking vibe. Why would you want a lame ass in after this? Like that has no vibe. You wouldn't. It's all about vibe and theme, aesthetic. Oh my God, what's he doing? Looking at himself in the mirror? No. Oh my God, mad funny, guys. What the fuck? There he is. Big dog. Head of the class.
Feels great to be here.
Ooh, it feels good. He's using everything. Old school tactics right there.
And we're just an amazing team of New Yorkers. And to my fellow New Yorkers, thank you. Mommy is looking down on our city, and she's looking at her baby boy who transitioned from being dyslexic, rejected, and now he's elected to be the mayor of the city of New York.
Dyslected, rejected, and elected. Wow. This man, all you got to do is spit some bars.
And we can't do what we do without this team. Can my commissioners and deputy mayors please stand up? Please stand up.
The real deputy commissioner, please stand up. There they are. The clowns. The clown brigade. Fucking hilarious.
Thank you
guys.
so much. The hardest job in politics is working for Eric Adams.
Yeah, I bet.
And when
guys, it would be hard. It would be hard to be a New York City politician. There's too many problems.
Going gets tough.
It doesn't end.
The tough gets going.
Oh, another bar.
This morning, Assemblywoman Jennifer Rajkumar sent me a message of good luck, but she also sent this quote, and I'm paraphrasing Dr.
And he's got the earring, if you guys notice. He's like a little swag here and there. That's all you need.
Measure.
She looks nervous as hell. I gotta pee.
Of a man or woman is not where they stand in moments of comfort and convenience, but where they stand at times of challenges and controversy.
Okay, Eric.
And we saw the measure of these men and women who are my deputy mayors, my chief of staff, my chief advisors, my director of intergovernmental.
Also, I want to mention, it's like the Luigi Mangione thing happened, but this was all last year. Everything's in the past, and they just keep it fresh. No one's ever going to talk about that shit again. That's why it's not worth to do stunts like that. You got to think of a better strategy.
Affairs.
Oh, look at that.
We
what
saw
is that, a
who
bass?
you were made of.
What the hell is it?
When things got difficult and others...
Oh, I'm doing good. We just covering Eric Adams is live right now addressing the city, so we're going to see. I'm thinking about going to New York this summer, so I'm just trying to check it out. We might be doing a live stream from the what's in the Sears Tower? No, that's not in... What tower, chat? What tower is in...
Would have fled
New York City.
And would have run from the challenges. You leaned into it. You stood tall. You sent messages to me and say the city needs too much, and we're going to stay dedicated and committed. I cannot thank you enough. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Oh, thank you so much.
The successes we have, they're not mine. They're yours.
Oh, thanks for giving it to us.
We did
That's all we needed, a little validation. Thank you, Mayor.
And we're going to continue to do it. I start my day with Psalms 27.
Psalms 27.
And all of you, I would encourage you to do the same. But today I want to say...
Oh, Trump Tower. Hey, that would be funny, actually, to do a live stream at Trump Tower. That's funny, yeah. You know, I've only been to fuck New York. Hey, what up, Jacob? Fuck New York. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on with New York. I've been there once. I lived in LA for a long time, but I was in New York once. I actually hitchhiked from like right outside of Chicago in Indiana to the tip of Maine. And when I was on my way back, I stopped in Times Square for one night, slept on Times Square while I was up all night. And then I found a ride with some Chinese girl on Craigslist, and we got back to Indiana like so fast one night, and then she dropped me off at the bar. It was funny. She was funny though. I was like, go 100 miles an hour, and she was just racing. Terrible driver. Chinese woman, terrible driver. If you've heard of that, it's real.
Welcome to the heart
Big
of
Jacob.
Harlem.
The heart of Harlem.
To all of you that are here, I say welcome and enjoy this great city and what it has to offer.
For sure.
My team
we'll see.
That's here with me, we've dedicated...
New York stinks. Oh, you guys are saying it smells like piss? Yeah, I'm sure. Like, how could you ever clean that? And even if they did, like, clean the whole city, the next morning, the whole place would be stinking so bad. No matter what. Everyone would just... There's too many homeless, dude. That's what... I just went viral last night with a reel I did on Instagram. It's got, like, over 300,000 views right now with a clip of... a homeless guy starting the fires in LA. And I'm like, the homeless started it. Even though I've been homeless in LA, I actually was just reading the caption. I'm not saying that that's my opinion, but dude, the homeless situation is crazy, man. Everywhere.
Our lives
can't control them.
To ensuring that this city will continue to move in the right direction. Please give them a hand once again.
Let's see. I love how their vibe is so condescending.
If we could have stood on these streets exactly 1 century ago, we would see a community of New Yorkers building their lives all around us. Black Americans from deep in the South who loaded their lives into suitcases.
And took
rolled the railways north.
Yeah, it's the home of the immigrants, for sure.
They came from different parts of the country for freedom and for their families, for their children, for their future.
Yes,
New York City was the promised land. It did not promise that an easy life.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm moving to New York. I'm stuffing my suitcase full, and I'm going to find a nice Puerto Rican lady to have my kids. And I'm going to have 10 kids trapped in a small little stinky apartment in Brooklyn. You guys are all invited. My chat's invited to crash.
But it promised them a better one. In time, Harlem came into its own, a place where the black community grew strong, black businesses opened,
Black Lives
and
Matter.
black culture took center stage. Families went to Abyssinian Theater on 125th Street to hear the blues, the jazz.
Oh, God. I can remember the day.
The Apollo. They heard
Wax Lives Matters. That's right, Brainwax. Wax Lives Matters for sure.
great music.
I got to get shirts
and
made.
legends like Duke, Billy, and Smokey perform.
Oof.
And witnessed stars being born on the world
See how old he
famous
is.
amateur night. But here at the Apollo, it was not just about the performance.
64.
It was about the audience
Nice
who
and
held
seasoned.
their fate. Couples on first date, grandmothers
Like a
dressed
nice
up
piece
in
of
their
chicken.
finest, and families out for a night on the town. At the Apollo, you don't just watch the show.
No, you don't.
Like New York City itself, you are part of it.
Yes.
There's no Apollo Theater
It's a
without
constant. New York City is just a show. Homeless shitting on the street. Homeless dying in the subways. Bombs exploding everywhere. Cops just abusing their power. It's beautiful. You got to go. You got to witness it and not be a part of it.
the Apollo audience. Am I right?
Can I get a hell yeah?
We're joined in that audience today by so many leaders who are working hard for our families.
Who does he
in
sound
our
like?
city. I also want to acknowledge my colleagues in government who work hard every day in Washington, D.C., in Albany to get stuff done for New Yorkers.
Right.
My great partner, Governor Kathy Hochul, New York Attorney General Letitia James, State Controller Tom DiNapoli.
What?
U.S. Senate
DiNapoli?
Minority Leader Chuck Schumer and U.S. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand. U.S. House Minority Leader.
Don't get the names
Hakeem
wrong.
Jeffries, Congressman Jerry Nadler, and the entire New York City congressional delegation.
He's definitely a guy that I think can like improv. He's like, let me tell you back when I was like 10 or 12 and I was on this basketball team. I coached it.
And in Albany, State Senate Majority Leader Andrea Stewart-Cousins, State Assembly Speaker Carl Hastie. And I want to thank all of our partners who serve in Congress, the State Senate, State Assembly, and City Council, including so many who were able to join us today. Also want to give a special thank you to all the members of the Harlem delegation for welcoming us all to Harlem today.
Harlem.
And a special thank you to my City Hall partner, Speaker Adrienne Adams. I know she's out here. Who would have thought two Baysiders would be running the city?
Oh, that would be sick if the Harlem Globetrotters came out. That would be fucking hilarious, dude. And they just like dunk and they lift Mayor Adams up and he dunks for the first time ever. And he's like, I always wanted to dunk. And I give it up for the heart of Harlem to help me dunk. Finally, as a young black man, I always wanted to be able to reach the net.
City of New York, thank you for the work you have done in the City Council chambers. As I always say, we can move forward and stronger together, running the city. Also want to thank our district attorneys who are keeping the city safe in the partnership they're showing with the new police commissioner, Jessica Tisch.
It's so funny how it's all good vibes, nothing bad.
Bronx D.
I bet he won't even bring up LA Fire.
Darcel.
Obviously, it has nothing to do with this.
Clark. Brooklyn DA Eric Gonzalez, Manhattan DA Alvin Braggs, Queens DA Melissa Katz, and Staten Island DA Mike McManahan. In addition to all who serve our city, including our 5 borough presidents that are here as well, Public Advocate Jamani Williams and Controller Brad Lana. I know I saw Vanessa.
He a goofy dude. All politicians are goofy because they're like, what's the phrase? Talking through your teeth. Or lying through his teeth. That's what he's doing.
Gibson.
That's that tone. Oh, no. That's that tone of a liar, of putting on an act.
Queens get the money. Donovan Richards, Antonio Reynoso, and good to see you, Borough President Levine. I always say that was one of the best jobs in government, you know, being a borough president. Thanks to all of our brothers and sisters, and finally labor that's in the House.
Let's see how long he's been mayor.
I want to thank labor so much for what you do every day, including HTC, 32BJ, DC 37, CSA.
July 6, 2021. So he looks like he's only been the mayor for 3 years.
799 SCU.
Yeah, 3 years.
The Carpenters.
That's, yo, what up, Alunian 83.
Today, and
that's the tone of a liar. Yeah, it is a tone. It's putting on a show, putting on an act, and you're like, it makes you kind of be like, I believe it now. He put some real like oomph into it. motivated me to believe.
We are in a union administration, blue-collar mayor, probably one of the first mayors in the history of the city of New York that was a union member. We were clear on our North Star, uplifting union members and uplifting working-class people in the city of New York, and we will continue to do that. So to all elected officials, labor leaders, public servants, we owe a debt to the leaders who came before us, and today, we mourn and honor one of the...
So what a cock, yeah. The intel community out of control since Obama when it comes to stateside bullshit. Yeah, I mean, it's gone crazy. I think everyone is kind of terrified right now. We have 10 more days until Trump is in... 11 more days till Trump is in office. And a lot of stuff's getting cracked down. I mean... as much stuff has happened in the last like 9 days as the city has started, from the New Orleans thing, the Cybertruck exploding, the fires in LA, literally LA burning down. Imagine what's about to happen in these next 10 days and then the 10 days after Trump is in. Be prepared for crazy shit to happen the day, like once Trump gets in office. Be prepared for some crazy shit to go down. I don't know what time, but I'll be on. I'm going to stream the whole thing. I'm on every day at noon. But I'm going to be streaming the whole thing no matter what time it is. Yeah, I hope he fixes a lot of the shit too. And just with like Governor Newsom, you know, that's obviously a blue state, but you know, I'm not red, I'm not blue. I'm purple. That's my new thing. I'm for the world. But it's just, yeah, they spent all their money on DEI and then obviously it burns down. And I'm sure Newsom had a little crib in Malibu or Palisades or whatever. But you heard a crazy fake alien invasion with our crafts when Trump takes office. You know what? They've been trying to do that for a long time. For the last like 2-3 years, they've been trying to push it, but we just like kind of don't care. Everything seems fake. The drones in New Jersey is fake. It's not fake, but it's not aliens. I think it's government drones introducing more security, so we just get used to all these drones everywhere. And not far out there. I'm purple too. I'm in the middle centralist. That's really the way to be. I think that if anyone's just like hardcore red, hardcore blue, it's very questionable. I'm different shades of purple, you know? It's an ever-evolving shade of purple. Like looking for gamma radiation. Yeah, you know? Watch the weird shit. I just say for everyone in the United States, my advice right now, at least for the first year Trump is in office, if you guys are worried about what's going to happen, I say take this year and just chill back. Work on yourself, work on your finances, let the world go crazy, and then next year, it'll be a little more relaxed.
Those leaders, President Jimmy Carter, a true public servant.
Oh yeah? You're ex-military? Hey, I'm sure you've seen a lot of random things. What branch were you in?
Then humanitarian, full of hope and compassion for his fellow man.
I think what they're going to do is not release everything right off the bat, but they're going to use it as tactics and manipulation, the JFK files, the Epstein files, to get people to do shit for them. And then eventually they're going to release them anyways, but they're going to like drag it on and use it to like fucking keep people scared, politicians and celebrities scared. Anyone with power that's involved, you know?
We send prayers to all who knew and loved him and salute his dedication to serving others across our nation and around the globe. Thank you, President Carter, for your service.
Army, well, thank you for your service, and I hope he releases it too. I want to see the world scramble. That's why I'm saying this first year, guys, everything's going to be messed up. Corporations are going to be messed up. Stocks are going to go crazy. Like, planes are going to be falling from the sky. I'm not saying they're going to be falling from the sky, but metaphorically, everything's going to be twisted. Give it a year for everything to get on track. Just chill back this year because it's going to be too hectic. That's just my advice.
Service and leadership. Thank you. It's hard to believe, but it was 3 years ago I took the oath of office at a time when our city was facing serious setbacks and tough challenges, COVID and chaos.
That's why I'm saying it's going to be tough. Just this year, go low under the radar with everything. It started out with LA just burning to a crisp, like we've been waiting for that. The apocalyptic type of futuristic like transition of like with revelational theme to it is going to go down a little bit, not too crazy. I don't think.
And pushed too many families away from this great city. Crime was surging, our economy was tanking, and our housing crisis was growing worse by the year. I told you then that there was no easy solution to these challenges.
How do I feel about the 15-minute cities? You know, let me do some research on that. And I'll come back. The smart cities, I think cool, because I think cool and bad. If you're going to live in a society, obviously it's going to be monitored. They don't want you to be doing crime. There's going to be so much AI. It's going to be so fucking crazy. I think the concept is badass. The breach of security and the invasion of privacy is creepy. And you know how they already have in China with like the AI cameras, they can tell your level in society. It's going to be like that. So I don't know if they're going to take your past. That would be fucked. There'd be a lot of people that have bad pasts. Yeah, they want it like China for sure. That's kind of what we'll see. I think the Pacific Palisades thing, maybe they're going to create a smart city there. That would be the perfect spot to it. Because if you've ever been to LA, it's like central LA to the west to downtown. It's all decently flat. And then up on the hill is Pacific Palisades, right off of like Beverly Hills and Santa Monica. So it's a perfect secluded location, just close enough to start a rich, smart city where they probably keep homeless out. I bet if a homeless guy walks and his face gets detected, they send like a drone out with a claw that picks him up and just drops him back on Skid Row.
But with steady hands and bold leadership, we wouldn't just bring New York City back.
Yeah, they'll be the start. They might do it in... let me look up what they're doing in Maui right now. Because that
will
big
make
fire.
It better than ever. We started with public safety, the cornerstone of our city's success.
So the Jumpstart Maui project is a demonstration project on Maui Island, Hawaii, that aims to build a smart grid system to improve the use of renewable energy and reduce the island's carbon footprint. The project is led by Hitachi and includes the following initiatives: renewable energy efficiency, power output stabilization, UV utilization, cybersecurity, energy control, information and control platforms. So what's the date? It's supposed to open in 2030, guys. Like, this next 5 years is going to be a transfer because we're at the quarter of a century. Energetically, if you think that way, we're at the quarter. It's like checkpoints. There's the millennium, there's 2025, there's 2050, there's 2075, and then there's 3000, which sounds insane. But every hit of those checkpoints is condensed energy where it just like unveils what energy you've given it. So, but this is the start right now, and 2030 is going to be a big change. But we're in a massive transition right now for the next, we're in a new era for the next 25 years.
To keep New Yorkers safe, we put thousands of new officers onto our streets and took nearly 20,000 illegal guns off our streets.
20,000 illegal guns. All right, so wait, guns aren't even legal in New York. That's actually a lot of guns.
We supported law enforcement with new training and benefits.
Strange how the rumors of direct energy weapons have been stirring, and then Hawaii catches on fire. Yeah, and they were even saying that the fires in like Palisades, they're like, how did this steel building just melt? Well, direct energy weapons. That's exactly what happened in Maui. And then there's trees like in the middle that weren't even touched. It's just very odd.
And unveiled a $485 million action plan.
I mean, obviously we don't trust the government here. They're up to something.
Prevent gun violence. These efforts have paid off. Over the past 3 years, we have driven murders and shootings down by double digits. Padlocked more than 1,300 illegal smoke shops. Good job, Sheriff Miranda. And seized over 80,000.
Fuck the government? Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I look into it all day, man. It's like I got 3 fucking... When I'm not streaming, it's like I got 3 fucking TVs going at the same time. Different channels. It's just... I have to stay informed. It's our only weapon is knowledge and wisdom. Everything else doesn't matter. We have to stay informed. We have to question everything. So... educate yourself. Education is the real weapon. And it's the real tool, the real medicine. It really is. Because if you're not educated, you're unaware and you get easily manipulated, which isn't good. That's what they've been doing to people all along, is just manipulating people, mostly through mass media.
Using ghost cars and illegal vehicles like mopeds and ATVs. But we have not just driven crime.
Oh, really? After 9/11, you signed up? 19 months and got out early? Yeah. It's very
down crime.
It's huge.
Jobs up.
It's huge.
When I think about our administration, the word that comes to mind is record. Record after record. Record jobs. Record small businesses. Record investments in minority and women-owned business.
Smashing these illusionary records.
We opened the country's largest outdoor dining program. Tore down hundreds of scaffoldings.
Yes, this is after 2020, though. I'm sure it was bigger before 2020.
And launched the trash revolution to move every single trash bag off our streets into containers. Great job when you were the commissioner, Commissioner Tisch. We brought home $2.3 billion in federal money to transform our infrastructure and created a record amount of public space for pedestrians across the 5 boroughs. Deputy Mayor Josie, well done, you and your team.
The Patriot Act, and then the politicians got richer, the corporations became people. It doesn't make sense, because no one has the full truth. Like, oh, New York City sucks. No one has the full truth. That's why it can't make sense. It won't ever make sense. He's hiding. Look at him. He's smirking because he knows he just made a bag off of some bullshit. It don't matter. He's eating good. He's going to the fancy restaurants. you know, and I'm sure he's hiding, and a lot of stuff will come out.
We put over $30 billion back in the pockets of New Yorkers, delivered hundreds of millions of dollars in tax reliefs, and unveiled Axe the Tax for the working class to tear.
I think politicians need to be checked at every corner, every turn that they make. Like, when they wake up in the morning, there should be people, reporters outside of their door every fucking morning and questioning their actions. They're the ones spending our money. They're the ones deciding how they're going to spend our money and how we're going to be treated as a society.
City income taxes for the working class families who need it the most. For the first time in city history, we extended a $3K offer to every single family who applied on time and enrolled a record 150,000 young people in our early.
They're not going to do this job and be like, well, I'm getting less pay. Trump is actually doing that because he's already fucking flush with cash and protected. But he's the only guy that was like, I'm not even taking pay. But yeah. You know, they're getting money, dude, and they love the star power. He came out with a big bang, if you saw the intro.
Childhood education system last year alone. We transformed the way our students learn to read and do math, connecting 15,000 New Yorkers to apprenticeships and opening the most new school seats in.
Because Trump knows whatever's going to happen will pay off. Everything else is taken care of.
In over 2 decades. We shattered affordable housing records for the.
No one, not even Jimmy Carter. He didn't volunteer. Everyone, Jimmy Carter, like, God rest his soul. The funeral is just this morning. But the Mr. Nice Guy, Jimmy Carter, he didn't do it for free.
In a row, unlocked billions of dollars for public housing, and after decades of inaction, passed.
And a politician, anyways, like that, a Mr. Nice Guy politician, that's even more questionable. He's quiet. He can hide more shit.
The most pro-housing zoning proposal in city history. Thanks to our administration and our partners in the city council, Deputy Mayor Maria Torres Springer, Dan Garodnick, real teamwork to get this done. New York City is finally becoming a city of yes. A city of yes.
You don't trust quiet, nice guys? Yeah, me either. Make some money after some during like Biden. Yeah. I mean, do you know how much money they drained out of that? And then you know what is funny when you think about it? His son was like, yeah, I'll just take the fall. And then his dad's like, yeah, I'll just pardon you when it's time. And then you don't think they got big ass plans going on so everyone eats?
Commissioner, carry on. You did your thing.
The city of yes. Yes. Yes, officer. Yes, government. I bow down. Now that's a psychological strategy. Yes. I've never heard that, honestly.
Year, great job.
It's quite funny.
New Yorkers, don't let anyone fool you. Don't listen to the noise. Don't listen to the rhetoric. New York City, the state of our city, is strong. It's strong. Always say there are 2 types of American, those who live in New York and those who wish they what? Wish they could. And we're here.
Oh, God. I don't know if I'd want to live in New York. I want to go back and visit, but I don't know if I could live there, you know? It's too chaotic for me. You heard there are kickbacks from Ukraine to most of Congress. Yes, I'm ignorant too. Dude, we're all ignorant. We're all ignorant, and the only way we can do is read, watch, and question.
Yeah, we're the lucky one.
That's all we can do. But if you're not doing that, you know, fuck it.
Find thousands of parks, hundreds of museums.
Never read, never watch, never question. You're like, fuck all of it. Burn the libraries.
Culture, all just a train ride away. Where else can you catch a parade, watch a base.
Oh, the only people in tune are making the laws and regulations. That is true. And then we're on the sidelines, like on Facebook, like, oh, fuck Trump, da 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 da. But we're just reading what they're paying the media to give to us, and then us ants, fucking cockroaches on the bottom, are running around being like, blah, 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 blah. And then the media controls us because they spit out the narrative. That's why it's all one big show. It's all about who can put on the bigger show, you know? It's fucking ridiculous, actually.
Baseball game and ride a free ferry all in the same day. Where else can you raise such smart, savvy, global citizens?
Right.
The freedom and opportunity that drew families to this neighborhood
for sure.
in this city.
Hollywood politicians. Oh, yeah, that's all it is anymore. It's about clicks, especially with the rise of social media. I'm not sure. You know how Zuckerberg said, what was it? 2 days ago, no regulations on fact checking. I don't know if it's a good thing, but he's also relieving himself of them being a source of factual information, which it kind of gives power back to legacy media. If you think about it, because he's like, we're not fact checking. Like we're not. Let me fix this camera. I got to get rid of the gestures because this AI camera fucking backs up. But so he's kind of relieving themselves, social media, of that, which is good and it's bad because I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think, and the crazy thing is, a week ago, he said he was introducing bots to Facebook and Instagram now. Like, he's letting millions of bots go to AI bots to run Instagram. So now sponsorships are going to think that they're getting real views, but it's actually bots. So it's a big scam to get money. And we can't forget that the one thing that they're doing, it's all about money. Don't ever fucking think that these guys are doing it for you. They're getting their pockets fat, okay? Unless a politician really is saying, hands off, don't pay me anything, we're not doing anything, we're just going to really take care of the people, then you maybe can trust them. But no. God damn it. Hold on. Every time I raise my hand, like there's a gesture on this camera. If I raise my hand, it moves. Oop, don't raise my hand. I got to change it. But yeah, like, so after Zuckerberg says he's releasing all these bots, then a week later, he's saying no fact checkers. So he can do this legally, and he's not going to be accountable or responsible for any of it. It's a big scam.
Have kept New York going strong over the years. Here's a footnote. The woman who sang God Bless America, Victoria Vinakaba.
They're thieves.
Arrived in this city a few years ago from fleeing the Ukrainian war.
It's a big scam.
And she's on the stage of the Apollo Theater singing God Bless America.
I love it. Is nostalgia.
We are, New Yorkers.
Old school, baby.
And we want to thank Commissioner Castro for Mayor Office of Immigrant Affairs for the work and commitment that he's doing. A dreamer that's now making dreams possible for other people. Thank you, Commissioner.
Oh yeah. If I have to turn off, I have to go back. I can't really figure shit out on stream. It takes too much energy. But if I put my hands up or I do a thumbs up, shit just moves. I have to turn them off. It works good if you're, if I'm conscious about it and I want to do it for a fact. Because this is actually an AI tracking, so if I turn that on and I walk around the room, it follows me. I just have to turn it off. It's funny as hell though. Oh, thank you for the thank you. I'm here every single day, noon Eastern time and 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'm here every day, spitting facts, doing the news.
But there's no denying that New Yorkers are anxious about the future. Extreme costs are forcing
America's anxious.
too many people, especially working class families, to make hard choices between groceries or childcare,
right?
Medicine or clothing, making the rent or moving out. I know.
Don't move out.
Because I was there with her. She worked several jobs just to raise 6 kids by herself. Too often we had to eat 1 meal a day because we could not
thanks for the follow,
3.
yo. Really appreciate it. We're almost to 100, and it's been a battle. I started streaming not knowing what the hell I was doing.
But even
it's been
though
a journey.
The odds were stacked against us, Dr. M.A. Adams never stopped fighting to provide a family with a better life. That is why I will never stop fighting to do the same for you and your families.
Oh, that's beautiful, Mayor Adams.